How's it going, everybody? I got some good news and I got some bad news. We're going to start with the bad news because the good news is actually very hopeful. So go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel because today we're going to be talking about how I failed. That's right, I'm a failure. I didn't make my goal of top 100, and honestly, I really don't want to go through the trials and tribulation of trying to try hard yet another month in Hearthstone to maybe not qualify for the tournament. If you're an NA player, really a top 100 finish is going to be the perfect way to qualify for the tournament, but after spending a lot more time than I really felt comfortable playing more ladder, and then the last day low-key crashing out, I had a really bad time. I really don't want to go through another month of playing competitive ladder. I would rather just high roll a tournament, and if that happens, then we'll just accept it. So we are back on my bullshit. We are playing more fun decks today, and today's video is going to be highlighting what I like to call Green Warlock, the worst quest in Hearthstone history, whatever you want to call this thing. I actually found a somewhat decent way to do this. I'm not going to sit here and say this is the absolute best way to play this deck, but we actually have some videos and some actual W's with this deck coming up today. So if you've been wanting to try this deck in Standard, we actually have like a deck that looks a little bit promising, and we'll go into detail here in a second, but I want to show you guys some of the other decks that I will be talking about in future videos, because OTK Warrior actually looking like a real deck. I went 7-3 with this particular list yesterday, just having a lot of fun playing a combo warrior. And a lot of people, I feel like, never really expect this combo to happen, so they don't know the thresholds. And the thresholds of this deck is that it can actually deal like upwards of like 40, maybe even 50 damage in the absolute perfect situation. So there will be a future video talking about this. Don't forget to subscribe because we have a lot of content coming up, as well as Devu's APM Quasar Rogue. This is a deck that has been on my radar for the longest time, and if I wasn't playing competitively, I would have already made a video talking about this, but we got a couple of clips on yesterday's stream, and we will be posting a video talking about this in the future. So again, if you want this kind of content, we've got some ideas brewing, as well as an idea that I can't turn into a video yet, but I'm gonna probably start back at the beginning, see if I can't get this working, because the idea behind Bonk DK is essentially to play Foam Render, and then you can play your copies of Wicked Blightspawn either through your High Cultist Heron or through a Deus Umbra combo, so that way you can just get a really big Foam Render, have a very funny number with a very large amount of attack that you get to swing every single turn. However, there's a lot of conversation about Double Unholy, so I decided to try and make a version with this direction, and really just didn't like the idea in general. But I don't want to take away the focus of what today's video actually is. It is Tick and Tock. How good is this quest really? Is it worth your time? And is this quest ever going to be good in the game? So I have to admit, I thought that this quest would be a lot worse than what happened when I was actually playing the deck. I had a lot more victories than I expected, and to be honest, fulfilling the quest requirements is not really as difficult as you may assume, simply due to the fact that Maluk is just a complete cheat code for this kind of deck. It's like, alright, you filled up your hand once, how do I discard it? I'm just gonna play my legendary monkey, and then boom, I'll have my big dragon. So like the whole point of this deck is to fill up your hand one way or another. You have cards like Raptor Nest Nurse, which really I'm not a fan of. I am probably going to cut this for a particular card that I will be talking about here in a second. But you have Raptor Nest Nurse, you have Wilderness Pack. Most importantly, you have Ball of Spiders and Patchwork Pals. So like the ideal curve, the perfect curve in a lot of situations is clearly just to have the quest as early as turn 1. You have your Wilderness Pack to maybe fill up your hand, but if you don't get your hands on this pack, sometimes this deck can feel very dependent on this particular curve. Quest into Patchwork Pals into Ball of Spiders. That actually completes your first requirement and then allows you to play the Maluk if you are already so lucky to have this card in your hand, which then allows you to play your Tick and Talk as early as turn 5. But there's another way that you can do this. You can easily play cards like Parrot Sanctuary, for example, and then if you play Parrot Sanctuary into like a Wilderness Pack, fill up your hand, and then you have the Maluk ready to go, there is an actual possibility of high rolling by turn 5. If you play your Maluk on turn 4 and you already have your Parrot Sanctuary ready to go, on turn 5 you can push the button, play the Tick and Talk for 4 mana, draw out your deck, because that's what the quest reward does. Don't forget that very important part of this quest reward. It is a battle cry, draw until your hand is full, death rattle, empty the opponent's hand, so that way you can hopefully draw through your deck and get your hands on that Terror Scale Stalker, which is very convenient at 2 mana, which means if you have Parrot Sanctuary on the field, 4 mana Tick Talk, 1 mana Terror Scale. hand is gone. So if you're going up against like a DK or like a really slow warrior, for example, they are just going to be in top deck mode immediately by turn 5 if you can have the best case scenario. And now this begs the question, how exactly does this deck win after you play the quest reward? Because there's times where your opponent is going to draw some cards and be able to still fight back against you. That definitely will happen. And this is where I found a very interesting discovery. I have not done this yet, but while playing this deck, I quickly realized that the Maluk Infinite Banana is like actually a great win condition, because if you have any minion stick against your opponent that doesn't have almost any cards in hand, you can turn, say, a 2-1 into like a 7-6 or an 8-6 or an 8-7, just like you just make a really big minion, you stick it on the field, and every single turn your opponent doesn't clear it, it is going to get that much more powerful thanks to the Infinite Banana. And somebody in my Discord reminded me of a particular legendary that might make sense to run after you play your quest reward, and it's actually Brawl? Yeah, this guy right here, because after you cast a random spell, you could summon a random animal companion, and if you're using this with the Infinite Banana after like turns 5, turn 7 or whatever, then you can easily get a bunch of minions on the field, so that way you are just adding a lot more pressure onto your opponent. Now, there is the conversation of, is this card necessary? Because you have a lot of ways of generating minions through bird watching. Do you really want to add another minion into the mix? And another thing to keep in mind, if this card is in your hand before you activate the Tick and Tock, then it will just be discarded away. So there is not exactly, you know, a black and white yes or no, correct or incorrect answer with this particular card or with this particular archetype. It just feels like it's very dependent on what you are queuing into. And that is exactly why I have cards like Bursting Shot, because you need to be able to deal with a lot of aggressive decks, a lot of decks that play minions, because if you don't hit your curve, you are going to lose the board very quickly and you are simply just going to die. So you need to run cards like Bursting Shot, you need to run cards like Wound Prey, you need ways of actually fighting onto the board, which is why we also run Arcane Shot, and we just need a low curve in this deck because you just need to play cards and not die. You can't run Elise. I don't think Ziliax would ever be good in this deck because, again, you're discarding your entire hand, so you just have to go all in for this quest. Otherwise, why even play the quest? And before anybody even asks, I had a lot of people that were like, Clark, what about the Discover package in this deck? What about like Ranjari Scout? What about putting in a Starship package? And the truth, the honest to God truth about an archetype like this is that you really can't merge it with any other style of archetype, because then you're not going to have a good quest deck. And in the case of, like, say, Discover Hunter, you're not going to make a good Discover Hunter with this deck. You're just going to make a worse version of Discover Hunter that doesn't have a good turn 1 and is trying to make too many awkward cards work in the mix. So this is just one of those types of situations where if you want to play a deck like this, you really do got to go all in on supporting Tick and Tock. The last thing that I'll say about this deck is that Glacial Shard is a very important card, and I would highly recommend that you think really hard about playing this card, because God forbid you do not have this card in your hand when you need it the most. This deck has a lot of hidden potential because I feel like a lot of people will not try it, and maybe I'll try to optimize this deck and make another video in the future talking about maybe using the Brawl, for example. I don't know, this just seems like a really fun idea. But regardless, I finally got around to playing this quest. It's a lot more powerful than I thought it was, because originally I thought this deck was literally useless, 20-30% win rate archetype, but it turns out it's about a 40, maybe 45% win rate archetype if you can get the right matchups. So there you guys have it. That is my take on what I would like to call Green Warlock from now on, because I would never be caught playing Hunter, right? So if you guys want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, yada, 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 leave a comment. Let's get into the action, shall we? Because this deck was really a lot of fun, and I had a blast streaming it. So thank you guys very much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown, and we will see you for the next video. All right, let's see how bad this actually is. This is going to be horrible. Yeah, I can give him another portal. Cause we've been waiting for you.
Like, what other cards could I run that fills my hand? The Steam Cleaner destroy portals? Yes. Because think about it. The first portal is added to your deck. Like, you actually put that card into your deck. All the other portals didn't actually get slotted into the deck during the deck building phase. Are you kidding me? He's got this already? Wow, bro. I mean... yeah, bro. This fight was never fair. Absolutely. Jesus, man. This archetype is laughable, bro. Like, he literally just did a quest better than I did. Blizzard, why do you love gaslighting me like this? Like, what the actual fuck is this deck supposed to do? It's so terrible. No bananas? No, banana business is bad. I mean, I'm starting to think I just put in one and just called it a fucking day, man. Like, this deck is just not good. It's not. You can't make this deck good. It's impossible. Need Cycle to get Ceaseless active. They draw cards. I mean, I'm aware of that. They draw the card draw, but that's only if you have Undead into turn 4. And the biggest issue that I am noticing about that is how much nothing you are doing, and you're letting your opponent have all this initiative. You are already at a disadvantage running these kind of cards. Because you don't go from, you know, being ahead, you go from being behind. And that's not what you want. That's just why I have a hard time with these kind of archetypes, man. Like Quasar Rogue is a great example. I'm liking Quasar Rogue too much, 9-4. I'm getting so lucky it's not even fair. Like, Quasar... oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
This could be our home.
Okay, alright. It's gonna be one of these games. Maybe this is a matchup I can win, but I really needed that hero power. Like Quasar is a great example of what I'm talking about. Quasar is not a tier 1 deck. It's not a deck that's going to be, like, ruling the meta by any stretch of the imagination, but the deck functions. You can make the deck actually win a game if you do the thing properly. And you don't even need to have the best variant of the deck in order to make that happen. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Monkey Business actually doing a good job here. Oh, wait, that's right. Whoops. Alrighty, well, we got bananas. One Monkey Business might just be the way. Please don't overdraw Maluk. Oh. Okay. Give me my monkey, please. Oh, wait, I can still play it. But I've lost a terror scale. I think I have an idea on how to make this deck maybe a bit better. What if we just had one Hound Master instead of 2? Alright, is this the one matchup we can maybe win because DK takes forever, and if we discard their hand, we actually win? Like, if I discard his hand, don't I just automatically win if he has, like, no good board? Actually knocking it out? So if he kills the 8-8, like, how do I win then? Guys, am I winning this game? I have done the impossible! I have won with Quest Hunter! I'm sorry, Quest Warlock, because Hunter doesn't exist. Delete Hunter. Holy shit, we finally won! Now, can we do it again? Hiya, dude. This deck is unplayably bad. Okay, well, I got the Maluk. I don't need the Houndmaster anymore, so I'm just going to keep that in my hand. Wait, hold on. Are there any Taurus warrior cards that would make sense? I mean, I had to put Gilly in my deck. No, never mind. There's no good warrior cards anyway. They're all like hand buff stuff. Give me the pack. Give me the pack. So I don't want to draw a minion because I don't want to draw a Terror Stalker. Well, there we go, drawing it. So now when I draw... Yeah, oh my god, dude, Ball of Spiders actually matters. Alright, here we go again. Fetches out, cut it. I put one fetch back in the deck. Because it might actually matter, especially post-quest, in order to, like, draw, like, the Stalker from the deck. If you don't get lucky. Is this deck goated? Here's the thing you gotta remember, man. Just because we just because we play the tick and talk doesn't mean that we're gonna win the game.
I remember this place well.
Because, like, case in point, dude. Like, now he's just gonna... I play my tick and talk, he's just gonna play location. And then the other worst part about this is that I play Tick and Talk. He could just play his entire hand. I could play his cards and then kill the minion. And then, you know, he's going to miss cards. But, like, no matter how we look at this, dude, we're just screwed. An Elise version? Yeah, I don't want to run Elise because then we just make this deck into a worse Discover Hunter. Wait, he chose this one? Oh my god, we didn't hit the Terror Scale. I guess Terror Scale doesn't matter if he's just gonna kill it. Come to the stream and see Hunter? This isn't a Hunter. I'm playing Warlock, brother. This is Green Warlock. In fact, I actually should just name this deck to Green Warlock. Because that's what this is. It's Green Warlock. But I played 4 weird decks today, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Discover Hunter win? Try to think of a joke, but I can't think of anything. The joke is playing Hunter. Why are we not killing the TikTok? Alright, hold up. Wait. Do I just automatically win if I just trade this into here? Let's do this first. And now if a minion sticks, we have infinite banana to actually threaten. Holy shit, wait a minute. So what I am figuring out about this deck is that it is just completely mulligan dependent. Very similar to a lot of these kind of quest decks. No, I don't think we need Neri. Because, like, what are we gonna do? Neri into bananas? I don't care about that. Guys, I think we just actually made the best version of this deck. Quit making me want to play this, Clark. I tend to have that effect on people. He is trying so desperately to get cards. Umbra for more death rattles? Yeah, that's definitely a bit overboard. And yet we somehow are making this kind of work. Put Kill Jaden in it? I swear to God, YouTube. You're gonna go right into timeout. Guys, you draw out your deck. You have to put in Kill Jaden. You're gonna start taking fatigue. Whoa, 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 chill, bro. Wait. Do I have lethal if I just go face? I have 17 right now, and I can put him at 5. And there is a way I can just win. We just gotta go for it, bro. Yo, what's going on, Kubu? Don't look at me. I'm playing Green Warlock right now. And I'm somehow maybe winning this game, maybe. We got rid of Alonius and Stargrazer, but then he found this. I mean, I have to go all in. I mean, I can't prevent this. The purple Warlock, is there a deck for the quest? I don't think that Warlock can do this in standard. It just has nothing useful. Lost a good hero power? Yeah, maybe. Have a good stream. Yo, man, I don't know if you were streaming Hearthstone today. Oh, God, no! No! Well, we lost. Damn, bro. What's the win con now? We don't have a win con. We lost. And he had a swipe, so even if I would have gone wide, it wouldn't have Oh, I just did! Yeah, bro, this is the worst quest in Hearthstone history. It just is. Like, that was actually, like, such a great game. And then he still got resources. Hunter doesn't have survival tools? Excuse you, Mr. Streamer, but what do you call a bursting shot? Sit in your chair, Mr. Streamer, cause you are wrong. So good. But Mr. Streamer, we have a monkey business in our deck. The deck is insane. It's so busted. Huh. Well, gotta always play this. This is every Hunter player, by the way. I can only count to 4. Because all my cards... Guys, I only have 4 mana of cards. I could only count to 4. Y'all thought I was making fun of Hunter, but I was actually making the biggest brain joke you've never heard of. Is it just not good in Hunter, or it'd be bad in Warlock too? Again, it's worse in Warlock because Warlock doesn't have a card like King Maluk where it just discards your entire hand. In Warlock right now, you have to fill up your hand and then effectively play all the cards out. It's so bad in Warlock, it's legitimately not worth trying. It's not worth trying, and I hate saying that, but it's the fucking truth. It's so unbelievably horrible. Okay, so pack gaming. Lots of numbers. I guess I should have done this first to get the resources, but then again, I'm always just playing Maluk. Oh, I got a catch of the day. That does sound like the worst quest ever. The reason why this is the quote-unquote worst quest ever is because you have to sacrifice so much tempo to get an insane payoff of discarding your opponent's hand. Like, if this deck was also able to fight for board as well, then it really would be the best deck in the game. Because you can fight for tempo, and then the moment your opponent is maybe looking like they're coming back, then you just deletus yeetus their hand. So, like, in theory, this could be really good, but right now it just doesn't have the tools in order to get there. And that's just, like, really limiting the deck in every single sense of the word. We'll just give him 2 bananas. And if we get lucky and hit a Terra Stalker, then we could actually do the turn 6 combo. But again, man, it's just like... the board is the issue. Change the quest reward to Rush or Taunt and Reborn would be cool. It would Taunt would be interesting. I think Rush is not. It would be too much nuts. Because, like, you don't want this thing to be Battlecry and then immediately triggers Death Rattle without a card like, you know, Terror Stalker or something. If it was able to just rush and trade, it'd be pretty good. Reborn would be interesting, but it would kind of be a bit redundant, right? All right, here we go. Wait. I can get another draw. Please don't miss. So this is quite literally the fastest, best way to activate this win condition. We got rid of Double Rager. We got rid of Grim Harvest, Youthful Brew. His top decks are everything now. Rush would have some impact on the battlefield when dropping the quest on turn 5 or turn 6. Yeah, I know. I realize what you're saying. But I think giving it Rush would be a very slippery slope on potentially making this deck too consistent, which is not what you want either. Okay, I have... Yup, Mr. Streamer, we are running the AoE card Bursting Shots in order to not die on the field. Mr. Streamer. Alright, what does this say thing? What does this thing say when it attacks? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it said destroy us all, and the very first thing I thought of was from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! I'll have the chicken. Destroy us all! Also, get fucked. Holy shit, we're actually winning with this deck. Yeah, I look like a genius for putting in the Bursting Shot now. Pretty good, honestly. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Shard, because I want to save that for after I complete the quest. Ooh. Wait a minute. Then again, I'm against a Rogue. Oh, he's playing Starship. That means he plays slow. Oh my god. You think he concedes on turn 1? Fire. Fire. In 1978, scientists accidentally left a potato in a sealed lab container for months and discovered it started growing roots upward, completely ignoring gravity. They eventually realized the potato had decided that the only light source in the lab, a fluorescent light bulb above it, was the sun, meaning that for a while, that one potato was actively defying physics to chase the fake sun. I don't know why you brought that up, but that's cool. Just kind of confused on the, like, what made you think about that. I don't care about a 2-6. It's not threatening. This just means I can maybe win the game, sooner. Neri in the deck? No, I don't like Neri. Neri only really works for, like, the packing, the wilderness pack idea. There's nothing else that Neri really helps with except for, like, what, maybe making my 2-1s into 4-2s? Like, it just doesn't accomplish anything. Oh, wait, if I do this, this minion dies. So I should do it this way. Alright, now I can maybe destroy his hand as early as turn 5. Banana buff for lethal sometimes. Oh yeah, dude, the banana is your win condition after you pop off the quest. It's kind of hilarious. It's not a good win condition, but at least it's something. What?! What are you doing?! What?! I missing something? What am I missing? You're just playing the 3/4. Why would you just play the other cards? Play the gravitational displacer. I'm so confused by this line. All right, give me shards. I'm so what are we doing? Legitimate question. What are we doing? Yeah, no infinite bananas for you, dude. I think he was trying to maybe use the banana. I don't know. I really don't understand why he would literally discard his hand for me. Because, like, I could get rid of the banana now. I'll just get rid of it. He's the monkey. Yeah, he's the monkey now. Now, this is where I kind of wish I had alien encounters, because this wouldn't be horrible. I think I do need to fit back in the alien encounters. Hush, hush, I. Shine, shine, hush, hush. There you go. I won 3 times with this quest. I am not legally obligated to ever play this quest again. I'm actually super surprised that this variant of the... I think this variant of the deck went 3 and 2.